Do you know we've inherited so many wonderful things from the United States of America? We have got Hollywood, we've got hamburgers, we've got Times Square on New Year's Eve, and now we have got not just Mother's Day, but Black Friday. I didn't know what that meant. When I suddenly ended up in the mall on Friday to go and have my cell phone upgraded, I couldn't move because there were queues everywhere. And people said, no, Mrs. Bezuidenhout, it's Black Friday. I said, it's black every day. It's Black Monday, Black Tuesday, Black Wednesday, Black Thursday, Black Friday, Black Saturday, and Black Sunday. Because, my dear, in case you didn't know, there is a black majority in South Africa. They said, no, this is from the United States of America. It is the day after Thanksgiving Day, and people get bargains. Well, I must be honest with you, I stood in a queue with one lady and I just saw in her basket and then in her trolley and then the second trolley, all sorts of things. I said, my goodness, are you buying? What are you buying? She said, look, I've got pellets for the garden against the snails. I said, oh, and she said, I got it for a bargain. I bought 20 boxes. I said, what have you got in your garden? She said, I don't have a garden yet, but I've got the things against the snails. And I thought, but it's not a public holiday. It's a normal Friday, but everybody's here. Husbands and wives and men and women and even children. Is nobody in school? Is nobody doing their jobs? Well, I hope the rating agencies are noticing that our black middle class has got a lot of money to spend or lots of credit cards. Yeah, but I'm not wearing black because of Black Friday. I'm wearing black because Fidel Castro died. Can you believe it? Well, if I wasn't a member of the ANC, I would be very honest and say to you, really, truly, I haven't got a comment. A 90-year-old communist died, soos ons in Afrikaans sê, God slaap nie, né? But of course, in Parliament this morning, we had not a service, but we had a gathering to pay tribute to Fidel Castro. I didn't want to even whisper the fact that when I was in Parliament as a wife of a nationalist MP, Fidel Castro was our Osama bin Laden. Hy was die duivel. Of course, one has to be very careful, and so all my cook sisters had little black ribbons around them, just in tribute to Fidel Castro. I did meet him in New York, of course. I think I told you the story when I used Fidel Castro as a guinea pig for my baboortie in 1975. I didn't poison him. Maybe I should have poisoned him. Oh, lieve aarde, would the world have been a different place? Because Fidel Castro was in power for 50 years. 50 years, a communist leader, in spite of all the Americans trying to assassinate him. Hi, lieve aarde, don't tell anybody that Bill Clinton, of course, enjoyed using Cuban cigars in the Oval Office. And the second time I met Fidel Castro was with Nelson Mandela's inauguration on the 10th of May, 1994. Oh, it was a wonderful day. It was still so bright in my mind. But there was a huge problem with organization. Of course, the ANC had no idea how to organize protocol. And so they found out that they'd put Fidel Castro next to the wife of the American president, Hillary Clinton. Make good. And then Evita Clark sent a message to me saying, please, Evita, swap your seat, which is next to Kenneth Kaunda, with Fidel Castro. So, of course, I swapped, my lieve aarde. And so I sat next to Hillary Clinton. Of course, she never looked in my direction because Fidel Castro was sitting there. And if Hillary Clinton just saw Fidel Castro, she would turn into a pillar of salt. Politics, politics, politics. And just think that Hillary Clinton was so far away from also going to the funeral of Fidel Castro as the president-elect of the USA. I wonder who will go. Bill Clinton will go for more cigars. Maybe Donald Trump will go. Oh, if that's not a reason for Fidel Castro to turn in his grave. Well, my dear, I will just go and take my weapon of mass destruction with me, especially against Donald Trump.
Evita, Evita, and you know what we mean. Evita, Evita, always on the scene. Evita Bezuidenhout, Evita should be queen.